like physical happened. This is so uncomfortable.
This whole idea of more.
Hello everybody. Let me turn the air down reluctantly. It is Sunday. I have the day off. I know, shocker. I actually have a day off where I'm not running around and doing other things. I'm going to the gym. Not necessarily because I want to go to the gym, because a big part of me didn't want to go, but because it is so incredibly hot, I need to be inside somewhere, and if I'm already sweating, I might as well be working out and sweating. So yeah, there is a heat wave right now, massive heat wave in Southern California. 2 days ago it was like 110 at my work. Today it's like 92, so not as bad, but still so bad. And my room does not have AC. Or my room, our apartment, my family's apartment doesn't have AC, which typically fine, because we like this type of heat for where I live in Southern California, like coastal area. This morning I went to one of my favorite cafes in the town that I live to just sit, and I did some work, and I had a Earl Grey or an iced London Fog with almond milk, which was so good. It's always amazing there. And then I was just like at home, and I fell asleep for a little bit, but I like woke up just sweating, and I was like, I should probably go to the gym. Alright, workout is done. No, I did not stay so long that it turned dark outside and just in a parking garage. I was there for like almost 2 hours though, which is exactly what I wanted, because I wanted to just be inside and to just be there and not pressure myself to do a certain amount of things in a certain amount of time, because like I don't have anything else today, so this is all I had to do today. I got exactly what I wanted out of that workout. I wanted to just be there, and I wanted to push myself. I wanted to feel good and to feel like I sweated and I got a good workout, and I really do feel like I did. I did at one point get really self-conscious though, and like, not self-conscious, just like self-critical, I guess is a better word. Just because I mean, you guys know, I used to work out so much, like in terms of now, I used to work out a crazy amount. Like I used to work out every single freaking day for a while, sometimes twice a day, and it's noticeable, the fact that I haven't been. Like I could not do nearly as much, and I'm not nearly as strong as I used to be, and I did find myself getting very critical of myself, and I got really upset with myself at one point when I was up in the studio I was trying to do planks, and I could barely hold a plank, and that was just like, what is wrong with me? And I know it's like I'm being extreme and everything, but still, like, I feel a lot less strong than I used to be, and I want to fix that because I like feeling strong. And with this continued weight loss, like, the loose skin is starting to become a problem, and I've been having medical issues because I've been having like sores and cuts and stuff from it, and I don't want to just, this is not to discourage anyone from losing weight, because that is the exact opposite of what I want to do. It's just part of what I'm dealing with. I'd rather be dealing with it than be morbidly obese and overweight and unhealthy. But the loose skin has been really getting to me, so I'm wearing compression clothes and just trying to deal with it, but it's becoming a lot more of an issue than it used to be, and it's even making me more self-conscious. And there is that little thing I wanted to talk to you about dating, about a recent experience I had, which I'll talk to you about, not in this harsh lighting. I want it to be something more welcoming and more open. So yeah, workout done. I did cardio and weights and body weight workouts, and then I went swimming, and that was really nice. That's why my hair is all like this, because I took a shower after. Yeah, swimming was so nice. It's just like nice to be in the water and like just feel like more free and weightless. I don't know, it felt good. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go home and make myself a big salad and then do some work, and I'll chat to you guys more. Everybody, it is Monday morning. I am on my way to my weigh-in, and you may be wondering, where was last week's weigh-in? I don't know, maybe you're not wondering that, because maybe some of you guys follow me on Instagram. You would know what's going on here. But for those of you who are just on my YouTube channel, I have made the executive decision. Actually, it's been in the works for a while. I just kind of decided to pull the trigger last week. I'm only going to be weighing in every 2 weeks from now on. There's a lot of reasons that go into this. One of them being, once school starts, I will literally only be able to weigh in every 2 weeks because of my schedule. I mean, at this doctor that I drive to and go to. And two, I think it's mentally healthier for me. I think I have a tendency to get wrapped up in the number quite a bit and in the routine of weighing in, binging, then restricting, not necessarily to a terribly low point, but to a not normal point, and I'd rather just have a balanced diet. And what I found over the past, I think about a month or a little bit more than a month, that I've been doing the weigh-ins it's been like every week and a half or every 2 weeks recently, I found myself to feel a lot more balanced and a lot less stressed, I guess, when it comes to my food and my weigh-in. And I've been more successful since I've started spacing out my weigh-ins more. So I decided to continue with that. And so, yeah, I will now be doing bi-weekly weigh-ins. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I will now be doing bi-weekly weigh-ins on my channel, so there's an update. I will try and get a video up for you guys every week. It might be just a normal vlog without a weigh-in, and I hope you guys are okay with that. That might be a little bit different because I know my channel is heavily based on, heavily based on weighing in and keeping track of that and going about my weight loss journey. And obviously my life is still about my weight loss journey. I just won't be weighing in every single week. So honestly, I'd like to know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you think this is a good choice, if you think this is a bad choice. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I get really sick of the scale, and I think this is going to be really beneficial to me. So yeah, there's that. Now on to just a general update, because I feel like I just need to. Okay, so I mentioned something, and I'm gonna try and keep this clip like uncut, because I find when I like go through these clips and editing, I want to cut things up and make them snappier, make them fast-paced, but I just kind of want to update you guys and talk to you guys. I mentioned, I think, after the gym, a recent experience I had dating, and how it didn't necessarily end up the best, and I thought I'd talk about that a little bit because this is YouTube. No, because I like on Instagram, and most of the time I feel extremely self-confident and like proud of myself and cool with my body and everything, and I can project that, and I think a lot of the times I truly believe that, but I was put in a situation where this is kind of uncomfortable. I was put in a situation, or not I was in a situation by my and this other person's creation, to be physically close to someone, let's just say. I'm not talking anything like extreme, but just as in like on a date, being physically close to someone. And I got scared. And I pretty much like ran away. Now, granted, this person did not seem, this person wasn't gonna be the right person for me, and overall I'm happy nothing like physical happened. This is so uncomfortable. But that being said, it also made me realize how truly, like, honestly, I'm not comfortable with my body, and that sucks. I realized I'm a lot more self-conscious of myself than I really thought I was, and that really stood out to me in that moment, and just since that moment, really. And I think it's great that I can be, like, I can be confident in myself when I'm alone, because, like, I think that's also something I used to not be. I used to hate looking in the mirror. I would avoid a mirror, any reflection at all costs, and now I, like, a lot of times I'll look in the mirror and be like, oh, hey, look at you! And I think that's awesome, and I really appreciate that. It took me a lot of work to get there, a lot of self-affirmations, and, like, self-soothing, and, like, not judging myself. It took a lot of work to get to that point where I can, like, be okay with looking at myself in the mirror and, like, be chill with myself, and I'm really grateful for that. But I realize now I just need to work on that with other people, and when I'm close to other people, I need to, obviously I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I'm, like, 100%, I don't know, I don't want to say that, you know what, no, uncut. I think I'm just gonna, it's just gonna take some work for me to get comfortable with other people, with my body, with other people, and owning myself and, like, being who I am with other people, because I get really self-conscious, which I think is also a lot of the reasons why, like, I know my vlogs are primarily just, like, me, or occasionally my family, or, like, Dan, who I'm obviously comfortable with, and, like, he's my best friend, but when I'm in a situation with a stranger, or with someone I'm not as comfortable with, or not as familiar with someone who doesn't know me, for, like, or at least somewhat know me, I get a little bit more self-conscious, and feel like I need to talk to them and make them happy, or, like, make them say what I think they want to hear in order for them to be interested in me, which is weird. I think it's normal for anyone to be self-conscious, especially when it comes to dating and being around people who you want to be romantically involved with. I just realized I'm a lot more self-conscious about that than I thought. So, there's that. And yeah, I mean, I know I like just said everything about, like, how I'm less anxious right now about, or, like, less obsessed with my food and with the number, and I truly am. But I've also, like, over the past month, I've been having a really difficult time with anxiety. And growing up, I constantly had anxiety. Like, I don't know if I ever remember a time where I wasn't scared or anxious about things, and that goes into some of the stuff that I was raised with. being like, and I've talked about this before and I don't really want to get too much into it because I've realized like sometimes I just like overshare and it makes me uncomfortable. But my mom was a drug addict and took prescription pills, and I was exposed to a lot of things, and I was in a very uncertain childhood and a very unstable childhood, and I never knew what was going to happen or if anything was going to go wrong or right or whatever. And because of that and a lot of other things in my childhood, I was very anxious and I didn't have any coping mechanisms. So obviously I went to food, and then for a good while self-harm and bulimia. Now it's just food, so yay for that. But I was anxious and I had this like catastrophizing anxiety where I'd be so scared that like everyone in my family was gonna die or that the world was gonna end. And like, I'm not even joking with you, I was so scared. I would monitor the news for like major natural disasters and catastrophes, and I'd be like, oh nope, this is the end, it's all gonna happen, blah blah blah. And like it's just like this very like consistent, intense anxiety. And luckily that had gone away for a really, really long time, and it still hasn't come back with full force, but I have been noticing more anxiety recently, and I think that's just my mind's and my body's way of telling me I need to get back into therapy, because I stopped going to my therapist, who I'd worked with for a while, because of an insurance change through my work. But I think I should probably get back into that, because it's like, it's a really crappy feeling, and I haven't been sleeping well. And sleep, I love sleep. And when my sleep doesn't do well, I really struggle, and I think it's just kind of like the spiral. And I'm not doing terrible, because I'm doing good. I'm pretty, like I say every week, I leave a little margin of error. 99.999% sure I'm gonna lose this week. But so like in that aspect, I'm doing okay, and I'm pushing myself, and I'm just, excuse you, and I'm discovering new things, and I'm learning more about myself, and I think that's all like fine and dandy and amazing and awesome, and I'm really grateful for that. But I'm also struggling with anxiety right now, and I think a little bit of depression. So that's fun. I don't know, I feel like I haven't really given you guys a lot of time and been making videos like I used to make videos, and I miss it. And a lot of the times I feel like I just don't have the time or the energy. And I was watching my old vlogs, and I didn't have the time or energy then. I just made a choice and said, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, I went to the gym every freaking day. Like, that's crazy to me to think about, because I am lucky if I get into the gym once a week right now. And that's not by my schedule or whatever, it's by my own design, it's by my own choice. And so I think if I start reworking the way I think about some things right now, and re-examine the choices I'm making and try to make better ones and healthier ones, then I think I will be in a much better place. So I think, is that all I wanted to talk about with you guys? I know that was a lot. I don't know, I just think one thing I'm really grateful for is just the ability to feel like I can talk to you guys about stuff and like just be honest. And I guess this is kind of a form of therapy, which isn't probably the best thing, but I also think I'm still thinking about things as far as like what I want to share, what I feel comfortable about sharing. So yeah, that's it. I think we'll find out. Maybe I'll mention something to you guys later, but yeah, I'll see you guys on my way in. 205.4. Down a pound, which isn't as much as I thought it was gonna be and like as much as it has been, but that's also because I wasn't necessarily as careful this week, even though I was careful, not as careful, but I still lost a pound. I'm at 205, 6 pounds till I'm in Wonderland. What? That's crazy to me. But yeah, that is it for this week and this week's weigh-in. I do want to give a little shout out to this girl on Instagram. Her name is Jaylyn, and she made this video about tips that helped her lose weight, and she included my channel in that, and honestly I started crying. I started crying because it was one of the like sweetest things I've ever seen, and like she's amazing and she's killing it. So I'm gonna leave her social media down below, her Instagram and her YouTube. You guys should go check it out. I think it's always like beneficial. I love finding people who are on their journey, whether it's weight loss, fitness, health, self-discovery, whatever. I think it's really cool to be able to follow new people. I think it's really cool to see their story progress. So I'm going to leave her information down below. Don't forget to go give her a follow and tell her I sent you. And that is it for this week. I will see you guys next week with no weigh-in, just a weekly vlog. We'll see how that goes. Don't forget, the only way to predict your future is to go out there and create it for yourself. I'll see you guys next time.